Chapter 1. A City of Smoke and Shadows. The rain poured endlessly over Black Ridge City, washing its streets with silver streaks of water and neon reflections. Detective Arthur Kane sat in his dimly lit office, cigarette smoke curling around the ceiling fan like restless ghosts. He had been a police officer once, but the city's corruption pushed him away. Now, as a private investigator, he made a living off other people's secrets. That night, the door creaked open. A woman stepped inside, her trench coat dripping with rain. Her eyes were sharp, almost desperate. "My name is Evelyn Cross," she said. "My brother Daniel is missing. He's a journalist, and I fear he uncovered something dangerous." Kane leaned back, eyeing her carefully. Missing people were common in Black Ridge, but something in her voice carried weight. He asked, what was he working on? Evelyn pulled out a crumpled notebook. Inside were scribbles about a secret society, old buildings, and one word circled in red, Clocktower. That was enough to pull Kane into the case. Chapter 2. The First Clue. Kane started his search at Daniel's apartment. The room was torn apart, papers scattered like confetti at a funeral. Whoever had been there wasn't just searching for valuables. They wanted information. Among the wreckage, Kane found a torn newspaper clipping. It contained an article Daniel had written about political corruption. But hidden between the lines were strange markings, almost like a code. Kane noted them down. As he left the apartment, a black car idled across the street. Two men in suits sat inside, watching him. He lit a cigarette, pretending not to notice, but his instincts screamed, "You're being followed." Chapter 3. The Clocktower. The old Clocktower loomed over the city like a dying sentinel. Abandoned for decades, it had become a playground for rats and shadows. Kane climbed the narrow staircase, his flashlight cutting through the dust. At the top, he found something strange, a small, locked box tucked behind the gears. He forced it open with his pocket knife. Inside was a roll of film and a silver key. Suddenly, footsteps echoed behind him. Kane spun around, gun drawn. A masked figure charged. The fight was brutal, fists slamming against rusted iron. Kane managed to pull off the mask, only to see a familiar face. It was a police officer he knew from his old days, Detective Marlowe. "Arthur," Marlowe hissed, "you shouldn't be here. Drop the case." But before Kane could question him further, Marlowe fled into the darkness. Chapter 4. Secrets in the Film. Kane took the roll of film to an old friend, a photographer named Ellis. They developed the images in a darkroom. The photos revealed meetings, powerful businessmen, politicians, even judges, gathered in secret chambers. One image stood out. Daniel, Evelyn's brother, tied to a chair, guarded by masked men. Written on the back of the photo was a cryptic note. "Truth lies beneath the lion's gaze." Kane knew the clue. The courthouse in Black Ridge had two massive stone lions at its entrance. That's where he had to go. Chapter 5. The Courthouse Vault. At night, Kane broke into the courthouse. Beneath the lion statues, he found a hidden passage leading to an underground chamber. The air was damp, filled with the scent of mold and old stone. There, he discovered files, photos, and ledgers, proof of an entire network of corruption. Drug money, assassinations, stolen elections. It was all connected. And in the corner of the chamber, chained to the wall, was Daniel Cross, weak but alive. "Evelyn sent me," Kane whispered as he freed him. But before they could escape, the chamber doors slammed shut. Chapter 6. Betrayal. From the shadows emerged Evelyn Cross herself. Her eyes no longer desperate. They were cold, calculating. "You did well, Arthur," she said, gun in hand. "But this is where your story ends." Kane's mind raced. Evelyn wasn't the worried sister. She was part of the society. Daniel had discovered her secret. and she wanted him silenced. "You used me," Cain growled. Evelyn smirked. Detectives are useful tools, and tools are meant to be discarded. But Evelyn underestimated him. Cain pulled the silver key from his pocket, the same one from the clock tower, and pressed it into a hidden panel. The chamber's gears shifted, a secret exit opening behind him. He dragged Daniel through as bullets ricochet off stone. Chapter 7. The final confrontation. The chase ended at the top of the clock tower, rain and thunder crashing around them. Evelyn confronted Cain, her gun steady. "You can't stop us," she shouted. "The society has roots in every corner of this city. Cut off one branch and 3 more grow back." Cain aimed his revolver, calm despite the storm. "Maybe, but tonight, it's your branch that gets cut." They fired. The tower echoed with thunder and gunfire. Evelyn stumbled back, falling into the shadows below. Chapter 8. Shadows of the Clock Tower. Days later, Cain sat in his office again. The city outside buzzed with rumors about corruption, about a secret society collapsing. The files he had taken were enough to spark investigations, though he knew the fight was far from over. Daniel recovered slowly, thanking Cain for saving him. But Cain didn't feel like a hero. Blackridge was still a city of smoke and shadows, and in the distance, the old clock tower kept on ticking, reminding Cain that in this city, mysteries never truly ended.